I just want to say that it's my pleasure to be here today to thank Nancy and Spencer Garrett for everything they've done for our community. I've known them now for over 25 years, and I know that because it's been almost that length of time since the whole idea of the music festival was created. And Spencer and Nancy were there at the very beginning. They've been there to help provide organizational support with their knowledge of running businesses. They've been there to help provide rooms, to provide sponsorships, and quite frankly, the Garretts have been almost everywhere in this community to help make this a better place to live and to raise the quality of life for every one of us. So as a friend, as a vendor that they've used for their own home and for the Pierpont Racquet Club and the Pierpont Inn, when they brought that back as the historic building that it really is for our community, I thank them from the bottom of my heart for everything they've given back to this community, and I couldn't be more elated that we have this opportunity to honor them here at the Music Festival during the Cabaret of 2018. So thank you, Nancy and Spencer. We're going to have a great evening.
I'm Cheryl Heitman. I'm currently a member of the Ventura City Council, but in a former life I was the executive director of the Ventura Music Festival, and that's how I met Spencer and Nancy. Spencer was a board member when I was hired, and what a great board member he really was. One of the things I appreciated the most about him, I think, was that he was able to see beyond the obvious. And I'll give you one good example. One day, I'd been having some problems with our donor base, our database, and it wasn't tracking the donors as well as it could have. There was another part of the program that we hadn't ever installed. Nobody knew how to really do that part of the software. And so I guess I must have mentioned that to Spencer at some time, and I came to work around 9 o'clock, and here was Spencer sitting at the bookkeeper's desk installing the software. And it took him probably 2 or 3 days to transfer it all over, but he did it. He did it without being asked. He just knew it needed to be done, and that's what he did. And to me, that is a terrific board member who really goes beyond.
When the Ventura Music Festival asked me to talk about the honorees for tonight's festival, Cabaret, I checked out Nancy and her husband, just a minute, Spencer, yes, of course, and found that they have been living in Ventura for maybe 37 to 40 years, as long as I had. So what I actually decided to do was to check out Spencer. So to find the truth, I traveled down to the Pierpont Racquet Club, where there's been reported sightings of Mr. and Mrs. Garrett. And I took with me a photo of the real S. Garrett. Here's a picture I took. And Dennis, the fellow on the front desk, looked at the picture long and hard, and finally he said he thought that guy was the plumbing foreman who's been responsible for the last 7 years of rehabbing the men's locker room. Finally, I got it right. I also discovered that Spencer was a member of the Ventura Music Festival board, and he once went to a meeting, although most of the time he was off in the Philippines playing golf. But seriously, Spencer and Nancy have been angels to the festival. They've done such a lot for us, and if they're here tonight, I hope they're having a terrific time. Thank you, Spencer and Nancy, for all you've done for the Ventura Music Festival.
We got involved working with Nancy in service organizations. We became friends, and we continue our friendship through serving others as well.
I first connected with Nancy in the spring of 1992. She was the president of the Ventura County chapter of Juniors of National Charity League, which we call NCL. And she was working on a fundraiser raising money for the neonatal ICU at VCMC. And 26 years later, she is one of my dearest friends. I am honored to share some of the things that I've been able to see. For 17 years, Nancy put in extra time and took on extra responsibility with National Charity League. She took the hard jobs. She was vice president of membership, parliamentarian, standards chair, grade level advisor, all the hard things every year.
And she served as president twice. I met Nancy at NCL as well, but our friendship really began to blossom through our years at Kate School. Nancy's got involved with Kate in 2002 when their son Corey became a freshman at Kate, and she joined the CPO, which is the Kate Parents Organization. She signed on to help wherever there was a need, whether it was class parties or bringing snacks for exams or in the library or dances, you name it. It was a great way to connect with other parents and students and faculty. Nancy quickly rose to leadership roles. Less than 2 years after setting foot on Kate's campus, she was selected to be the president of the Kate Parents Organization. She has her eye on the goal, the destination, but she puts equal emphasis on the journey.
To use a musical metaphor, Nancy is like a music director who guides and coordinates an entire symphony toward a grand performance, while at the same time she is appreciating and bringing out the sweetest notes from the individual musicians that are sitting on the chairs around her.
Getting together with Nancy, either on a committee or a small group of friends or one-on-one, it's always a joy. It usually involves laughter, and it always involves chocolate.
Always.
What can be better?
Exactly.
It's such a pleasure to be able to talk a little bit about Spencer and Nancy. Known them for a long, long time. First really met Spencer and his brother Scott over 40, probably now 42 or 3 years ago. And they had an idea about opening a tennis club. So they told me all about their plans and about it, and asked me if I'd be interested in participating as a limited or silent partner. From then on, watched them get the club built, and that's over 40 years now. They just last year had their 40th anniversary. In addition to running the tennis club, Spencer has probably been almost the most active person I can think of in all the other different type of things that are all for the benefit of the city of Ventura. You talk about somebody doing their part. They have done their part multiple times over. So they're very, very special people, very special.
What I really appreciated with Spencer is how he's collaborated with so many different groups in Ventura. It's not just one. I mean, he's got a full plate, I think. And you know that if he's behind something, that it's good, and you want to be behind it also. That's what I've picked up from Spencer. Nancy and I have a wonderful relationship, and we laugh a lot. She's just a wonderful woman, and she's very giving. I've never seen anybody that you say you need something, and boom, she's right there. She answers that question, and she's there for you.
Well, Spencer and Nancy, congratulations on this well-deserved recognition that you're getting tonight. I can't think of a couple in Ventura that has done more for this city than the two of you. You know, a lot of people give of their resources, but not that many people give of their time, and I think that's what sets you apart from all the people that do so many wonderful things in this city. I first met Spencer when I was president of the Boys Club, and Spencer was president of the Girls Club, and we managed to put those two entities together, and it's become very successful, probably one of the most successful nonprofits in the city of Ventura. And Spencer, you're a huge part of that. I know for a fact that there would not be a Boys and Girls Club golf tournament if it weren't for you. You get 25% of the golfers, you buy 50% of the raffle tickets, and there just wouldn't be a golf tournament without you. But there's one nagging question, Spencer, that the whole city and actually the county has been wanting to know about for a number of years, and that's why you can't putt. Anyway, that's your only flaw, Spencer. Keep up the great work, both of you. Thank you.
I just wanted to mention, Spencer and Nancy, that the Pierpont Racquet Club has meant a lot to the community, so much. It's kept so many people healthy, it's been their social life, it's been someplace where you've generously shared the facility for charitable meetings and groups, and we just have enjoyed that relationship with you and the club so much. But on a personal note, I have to mention something very special to us, and that is the 25 plus years of Christmas Day visits from you at our home on Moneta, sometimes with children in tow once they came. And each year we shared the year's milestones and our hopes for the future. And you know, we love you so much and we're so proud of you.
Spencer and Nancy, it's an honor to be part of this tribute by the Ventura Music Festival to you both. As you know, the first check probably, that my wonderful guy and I wrote was to the Pierpont Racquet Club to become part of it. When we moved here to Ventura in 1977, it was the best investment we made. And your friendship throughout these years is a cherished gift. We've traveled many roads together, and I know that our travels will continue.
Hi, welcome to the Pierpont Racquet Club, or the PRC for short. I have the honor and pleasure to work with, as well as enjoy, a lifelong friendship with the Garrett family. The story begins here with Spencer and his brother Scott, along with his parents Joe and Betty, breaking ground for this fantastic vision of a club where people could come just for the fun of it. By the way, rumor has it Scott and Spencer built a club to attract women. And it worked. Here they are with their wives, former employee Nancy, former member Pam Garrett. Actually, this is where Spencer and Nancy's story began, right here, over here on Court 1. Center Court is where Spencer and Nancy said their I do's. This PRC community within the Ventura community comes together to support and sponsor our local schools, numerous nonprofits such as the Boys and Girls Club, Project Understanding, City Impact, Interface, American Heart Association, Community Memorial Hospital, Ventura County Wellness Program, Relay for Life, and our proceeds from our trial memberships going to food share. The PRC has hosted many fundraising events such as Casa Pacifica holiday luncheons, Boys and Girls Club fiestas, just to name a few. During the recent Thomas fire, Spencer and Nancy made certain that we remained PRC strong, opening our doors amidst the thick smoke and ash to provide shelter, food, refuge, assistance, and emotional support for the victims of this tragedy. Spencer and Nancy, you two have been great mentors of how we all can be everyday heroes. All of us at the PRC honor and pay tribute to you with heartfelt thanks for your efforts in creating and maintaining this wonderful club that has served Ventura so well for the past 40 years. Congratulations, we love you.
I was blessed growing up to go to schools that went to concerts every single year and had musicians come into the schools to explain and perform music, and it was life-changing. Music gives kids a new language and a new way of thinking, and it's what we're here to support tonight.
Clap along if you feel like that's what you